Hello everyone! Today we are taking a look at the Alsace, an upcoming Tier 9 French Tech Tree battleship. Now I'm on the map Two Brothers in a 4-point domination game mode. It's a Tier 10 battle, but it's rather tame as Tier 10 battles go. 3 destroyers per team. There is a carrier around, but overall looking okay. Now I have to mention this ship is a work in progress, so anything you see here is subject to change. And I haven't played the French ships a lot, so those are just first impressions. I can't really tell you how strong this ship is yet. Now in the beginning I was going towards point A, and my division mate was obviously willing to follow me, but unfortunately the Shimakaze that spawned at our side went all the way over to point D. So we have now 3 destroyers at point D and nobody at point A. And even though the cruiser here might have been willing to support us, it's just, without a destroyer scouting here, it would have been pretty damn hard to do anything. And with no information, pushing this side is rather suicidal. Now at least I can get to use my speed boost. So the 9 ship here has a speed boost. It increases your speed by 8%, and I'm also running the speed flag, so you can see my top speed is 36.2 knots, and we should press shift, I suppose. Anyway, so currently we have lost A and D, even though our fleet is almost entirely at point D and we have 3 destroyers there. We haven't even managed to delay them capping. Now they do have a Missouri there with radar that might have in an issue. We also have a Missouri, although not that close to the point, I suppose. But the game is just starting. Now of course the enemy will come in from behind, and there really isn't that much we can do about it. We know there is a Shimakaze coming in here, so at some point we will get torpedoed. But what can you do as a battleship? Not an awful lot. And all of our destroyers are cuddling up there, so yeah. Anyway, I should probably be talking more about this ship. You have 380mm guns, you have 3 turrets, and each turret has 4 guns. So quite a bit of firepower there. Your secondaries, I think, have a decent range. They have, yes, 7.3 kilometers. Keep in mind, I have not increased it with captain skills or a module. But then again, speccing for secondaries in Tier 9, Tier 10 is often unreliable, because you are, well, very often forced to longer range engagements anyway. And, well, I only have a 10-point captain. I don't really have very experienced French captains. I will put a link of the captain skills I use in this video in the video description. But it's basically just superintendent and concealment expert and better gun traverse. And what is it called? Priority target, something like, so you can see how many ships are aiming at you. Now overall, so far I'm liking this ship quite a bit. The guns have performed rather decently for me. And goodbye, Friedrich. The speed boost is a gimmick that's not very useful most of the time, especially in higher tier battles, I feel like, because they are often so very stationary. But more speed allows you to relocate. It allows you, for example, if your team abandons one point, to go to the other side of the map in reasonable time. And that is great, I suppose. Now the torpedoes are coming, they are taking B, and once more I would love nothing more than to actually challenge the guys behind us. But I can't go down and hunt down a Shimakaze on my own. That's just not very healthy and not very effective. He will just not get spotted and torpedo me until I sink. So anyway, now is the Shimakaze. His torpedoes should be on reload, but again there is a second one, so that's bad. Which means there are more likely more torpedoes on the way, so I should get the hell out of here. And this is once again where a speed boost can be pretty nice. And I will pop that momentarily. Now we are getting pretty much flanked here. It's a position we don't want to be in. I'm trying to focus on the destroyers, and that's what you should do in a situation like that. That was some nice damage there. Now I'm giving broadside to a North Carolina, but at least it's only a North Carolina. And now I'm going for the speed boost. The torpedoes were spotted by our destroyer, and we have Khabarovsk here doing what usually sneaky destroyers are doing. He is providing our spotting. But anyway, so torpedoes are also coming from the front. There is a destroyer here as well. I have a Hipper here with me who might be just using hydro and helping me. I should be able to dodge those torpedoes without a problem, and I'm fast enough to get clear of those behind me, so far at least that's working out. Now I could, I guess, turn around and try something here in the back, but I'm also kind of in the front, comes what we are facing here. So I'll probably just stay here and see what I can do with my guns. Not having high hopes of hitting this Ibuki, but he was more or less one of the only targets I could shoot with where my guns are currently looking at. Now there is a Hindenburg here hugging the zone wall, and I'm pretty much ignoring the Hindenburg right now. There might be an argument made for focusing the Hindenburg. I'm still not certain what the destroyer is doing, and I'm expecting him to try to sail around the island and just sui-torp me. Well, suicide while trying to take me out, and then my dispersion trolled me just a little bit here. So I'm keeping my guns pointing this way. The Missouri is showing a nice amount of broadside, but you know, RNG was not with me here. Now I guess I could talk a little bit about concealment since I must show. And is the destroyer coming around here? I think he's going down before that anyway. Yes, he is. So, concealment. Concealment with concealment expert, and the module is 12.6 kilometers, which is pretty decent, I suppose. So that's always a defensive mechanic. If you are under heavy fire, you can just drop into concealment. And I'm still trying to hit that Missouri, but I'm not getting any good hits. So I decided to turn this ship around and point my guns at the Hindenburg. If I turn the ship, I will get my guns to bear on her a lot faster than if I only turn my guns. But in doing so, I show broadside to a Missouri, and the Missouri immediately targeted me, and I guess I kind of deserved that. If you show broadside to a battleship, expect that. And the Missouri, well, nicely done by him. He paid attention. He immediately switched to me when I presented the broadside, and I probably should have waited for him to fire his shells somewhere else. So I lost all my health for... I didn't really gain anything out of it. Now there are two options. I can go back and kind of face those guys in the corner, or I can, well, turn back the way I came and go towards C. Now I'd rather support my Shimakaze than hunt down guys not doing anything. I mean, if the enemy team wants to hold on to that corner, they are most welcome to do so. It's not looking too great overall, points-wise. And I think the Missouri might be eating a few torpedoes here. Now our destroyers are doing a good job of capturing. We have a Yugumo heading for A as well. The Iron might have something to say about that, but if the Yugumo managed to take A, it would be amazing. And, well, we are pretty much taking C here. We really need the points. We aren't doing too bad ship-wise, and looks like somebody got resetted here. Now we also have a Missouri here in the far north. I'm not sure why he ended up there, maybe he was pushed there. Our carrier is still quite safe and he is, I guess he is following us here, so he should remain safe. That's awesome. The enemy team doesn't have destroyers left. And that's obviously also a great advantage for us. Now we have a Ron here, he is coming in full broadside and there we go. What will my shells do? The answer is not an awful lot. But I think our carrier is getting him with a few torps. Well, the drone should go down soon and that keeps our destroyers safe and that's important. Now the Missouri is still a threat with his radar and I'm once again showing too much broadside, so I'm using my speed boost here to get moving a little bit faster. I need to angle against that Missouri or he will do to me what he did before. And we now control the entire map. It looks like an enemy ship split up from the team and is going for B. Atago it seems like. And there are two coming for A. But for now, at least we are catching up points wise. Now I'm starting my plane here to help a bit with spotting, but the smoke is already disappearing anyway. Now this Missouri has been a thorn in our side for quite a while. Let's hope that we can get him. And I'm hesitant to turn more towards him. Honestly, I want to be more facing towards A. There might be North Carolina coming from there at some point. And it's about time that I rotate my back gun the other way anyway. A nice hit, and unfortunately he is dropped from vision. So I haven't actually talked all that much about this ship, but I'm not sure what there is to talk about so far. And keep in mind that it's a test ship anyway, and that any particular stats might change. But so far I'm enjoying this ship. It has some nice mobility, some nice firepower. Haven't been overly impressed with the armor so far, but I'd have to play this ship a lot more to tell you much about it. And down goes the Missouri. So well, overall my first impressions are this ship is fun and seems to be doing quite okay. Now points wise we have almost caught up, but both teams have two capture zones right now, so we have to sink something or we have to interrupt one of their points, or this will end badly. Now the Ibuki might just be showing me broadside here, let's hope he does. My main focus will be getting rid of the cruiser, he is much easier to sink and might just be... he isn't showing broadside right now. But now he is. I guess he interpreted my one gun as me having fired. Yeah, that worked. I should also point out that I'm running the reload module. I'm obviously running the concealment module. I'm running the accuracy module. And I think damage control 1 and 2. Nothing too spectacular here. North Carolina is showing broadside, so I give him a few citadels. Now he was dodging torpedoes, so I guess he was forced into this broadside, but you know. It was nice for me. Now I could turn a little bit, use my back turret, but I wanna play this safe. We are currently ahead and I'm not risking giving more broadside than I have to. I'm still not entirely sure how great the armor of this ship is. So the North Carolina is wisely retreating. And again, the enemy team has to think something to make this work, and I think they just did. Now it's just me, 2 destroyers, and our carrier. This North Carolina shouldn't be able to escape. And yeah, we got him. Now our carrier is doing his best to protect us. And that's amazing. Only the carrier is remaining. Soon I will have a speed boost left, and I'm prematurely launching this plane. This was a mistake. I should have waited until... I mean, he's just rearming with his planes, right? Now, while this plane will last for a bit, it will go down before this match is over, so I really shouldn't have started this plane. This was a mistake on my part. Now I have my speed boost ready. I could speed boost and get closer to him, but I might just chill inside point A. As long as I'm in here, they don't get any points. This increases our lead and makes it, even if we lose another ship, we should be able to win this. And it's unlikely that he can sink too. I mean, if he spreads out his planes, maybe. I'm not at a lot of health, so he could sink me rather easily, I suppose. Also, I mean, this far into the match, I've lost some of my anti-air firepower. Now I am trying to get a bit closer here to the destroyers. Maybe my anti-air can do something. But I mean, it's not really that it matters. We have basically won this already. So here we are with the results. 2794 base experience. So rather nice game for me. And my first impressions are this is a good ship and it's a lot of fun to play. But I have to test this a lot more, of course. And keep in mind it's a work in progress. Anything might change. Now I didn't earn any achievements. You cannot earn achievements in test ships. But I scored 168,000 points of damage. And I'm quite happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed a little peek at one of the new coming French battleships. And I'll see you guys next time.